peaceful in this dark surrounding. Nothing is moving, nothing can be seen, and nothing can be heard. There is no breeze or touch of dew. But from an unfathomable wave in this nothingness, something is. Before anything, something is happening. Ever so gently within this stirring darkness, a silent sound approaches a sightless vision. All past, present, and future fade in silhouette what's coming. The sound and vision fuse together as the darkness thunders, then plunges into the crevices of a radiant orb, rising from the obscure depths with a mighty awakening.
We're singing to children about a boy who won his freedom. He was scared to be himself for many years. Jason took advice from many inside. He knew there wasn't any who sang the song of wisdom to his ears. He used to hide his life and smother who he was with little lies. He didn't know that he was living for the others. He felt guilty when he tried. He was born with something special. His mind had great potential. But
was given the light from the universe. He was given the sight to see. He was given free life from the universe. He was given it all his way. Jason is born today. Jason is born today. Good morning, Dad. Hello. Morning, Dad. Yes, I'm up. Yeah, I know what time it is. Yes, I'm dressed. I ate breakfast. Steak and eggs. Dad, I'm eating fine. I feel great, honest. I know you are. Dad, the job is not that bad. The money's okay. Besides, I'm not going to be a laborer all my life. Yes, most of the guys are younger than me. What's that guy? I know how old I am, Dad. I'm 56. No, Dad, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Dad, it's too early in the morning to panic about my life. Let me be 25 for a while. Yeah, Dad. Dad. Yes. Dad, can we panic over dinner? Yeah. I'll even panic over lunch, but before breakfast, it's it. Dad, I did eat breakfast. I mean, I don't want to panic before your breakfast. Dad, let's end the did you eat breakfast thing. Okay, how is my music coming along? Fine, I play once in a while. That's right, it's a hobby. I know my priorities. I said I only play occasionally anymore. I'm a working man now. Dream is over. Yes, I know you're not being sarcastic. I know you're not telling me to give it up altogether, just for the time being. And I have. Who? Mr. Johnson, your supervisor? And you at 9:30. Dad, we've been through this. I don't know anything about computers. I don't know. Let me think about it. I just have to think about it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll be there. Dad, my ride is here. Because my car broke down. The transmission is... When I save some money, I'll fix it. Dad, let's not discuss my financial status right now. No, Miles is not driving me to work. I know you don't like him. Another guy. John. Dad, I only see Miles at work. I don't drink with him. I don't know if he's on drugs. Dad, no, Dad, I told you, I don't hang around with Miles. Take care. Goodbye. Come on in, Miles.
So, what will be today? Hong Kong, Australia, the Virgin Islands?
Now, let's go somewhere where we can breathe diesel fumes, lift heavy objects, and say F words all day.
I thought we went there yesterday.
Yeah, but it was so much fun, I want to go again.
Well, F&A and bon voyage, then. Health kick today, huh, Jay?
Yeah, and this time I'm sticking to it. From this day forward, let the gods be told that Jason Miller begins a new life, a new beginning. The mucusless diet of rational fasting, whole foods, and the juice from the golden essence of life. Feel the life force travel through my veins. My vision sharpens. Every cell of my being is alive. I'm alive. I'm alive.
Amen.
Hey, so far seems for you.
From the Universe. New song, Jace?
Yeah.
Another fine meal last night, eh?
I got a little hungry after dinner. And I got the runs. Why would I have the runs?
Oh, you got me there, Jace.
Yeah.
Why don't you drink a little of this, it'll kill whatever's growing down there.
No thanks, I'd rather drink this than have the runs. I feel life with every burning sensation that transcends through my bowels.
Sick man, Jace. Real sick. It's a nice shot of Lori. When'd you get it?
Oh, she gave it to me the other night.
She's still in school?
Yeah, well, she's student teaching at the elementary school.
How you guys getting along?
You know, on and off.
Any good fights lately?
No, just the same one. Last night was a rerun.
Don't you
declares this place a federal disaster area.
I have no idea why she'd do something like that.
I told her I'm a songwriter. We're supposed to be messy. Songwriters are judged by the mess they leave.
You're Beethoven, then. I don't know how you do it, Jace.
Do what?
Scarf down 4, 5 bars of Snickers, chord a half and half, and all in one sitting.
Well, anyway, I think it's over between us. I don't know why you put up with me anyway.
Despite lacking any kind of direction or discipline in your life, I can think of a lot of reasons why
You're
you'd like
a
to
riot,
stay.
Norton, a real riot.
Hey, who's this here? That's a cool looking dude.
That's my grandfather. Finally found a picture of him in my parents' attic.
Your dad's father?
Yeah. Mom told me once he was a lot like me.
Yeah, like what ways?
Well, he played the guitar. He wrote folk songs. I've never seen any of his stuff. And he was a dreamer till the day he died. Couldn't settle for the normal things. He wanted more.
What about your dad?
What about him?
Well, I mean, he was his son. Didn't your dad say anything about it?
Just the fact that he drank too much, his dreams were too big, and he never added up too much in his life. Mom saw him differently. I think she liked him. God, I wish I could have met him.
From the universe. Tales from the land of the French mushroom. Is this another Jason creation?
Yeah. What about this? Oh, that's a sculpture of Mushroom Land.
Tell me about it.
The Mushroom Land is a place where all dreams are real and all reality, our dreams come true. Evil's only known just to remind us how wonderful the spirit of life really is. Mushroom Land is a place where your mind is as vast as the universe and all obstacles are non-existent. I've known about it all my life. Still a million miles away.
Well, what are you going to do with the story?
I've always wanted to tell it in song on the side of a mountain, with my band, a 100-piece orchestra, and a choral group, 500 strong. Someday, if I can just
do it. Do it.
It's funny, I haven't told this story to anyone in years. But you're different. I think you understand. Miles, can dreams be real?
Sure. You know, James, I never understood why you didn't make it pro ball. You've got all the qualities. Tall, good-looking, strong, confused, messy. That's all the ingredients it takes to be a Hall of Famer. I mean, look at all the greats that were just like you. Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Jimmy Pearsall.
Wait a minute. Jimmy Pearsall was a nut.
Bingo.
Yeah, you're right. I love baseball. I'd trade all this to be in the World Series.
Oh, all this.
Couldn't refuse me.
Okay. Bases loaded. Bottom. 2 outs. White Sox. Hot 1 to nothing. Chase Miller at the mound. He looks into his catcher. Shakes off sign. Then another. Now he's ready. The windup and the pitch is a ball.
Precious building. Takes the side from the catcher. Winds and fires. Strike one.
Precious building. The count goes to 1-1. Miller looks in again. Rears and throws. Ball 2. The fans are delirious. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the next pitch from Miller, and it is a strike.
Cut the tension with a chainsaw.
Let's fill it.
Tastes great.
Let's fill it.
Tastes great.
Let's fill it.
Okay.
The fans are holding on for dear life. Here's the 2-2. Pitch by Miller. It is a curveball. Swung long dive. Deep to right field. It's going. It's a long one. It's back. It's way back. But it's foul ball. Why not?
Miles Sorensen calls timeout. He didn't like what he saw on that last pitch.
Jason, I hate this guy. What? Give him a fastball high and away. He wears glasses and gets glare on the top part. Smoke him high, Jason. Smoke him high.
Well, ever since that sure put a determined look on Miller's face. Here's the full count. It's to Reggie Jackson. This is his favorite situation. He gets in and sneers. Miller rears and throws. Fastball swung on him. Miss striking out. White Sox win.
Testimony in Jason Miller's apartment tonight. We joined the clubhouse celebration. We're talking to Miles Sorensen, who caught a great game. What's going through your mind right now, Miles?
Oh, ecstasy, Ben, just ecstasy. Why, we said back in February, if we stay healthy and do what we're supposed to, why then we'll do what we're supposed to.
Do you enjoy the fact that this is your first championship?
Oh, you bet I do, Ben. Why, I'm right proud of these guys, all the way from the ice cream vendor right on up to the highest paid athlete on the team, and I'm proud to say that I am that person.
The ice cream vendor. So, tell me, Miley,
Go ahead, Vinny.
can you do it again next year?
Oh, why, sure we can. Why, if we stay healthy and do what we're supposed to, why then we'll do what we're supposed to.
What do you have planned for the off-season, Miles?
Well, I think first I'm going to enjoy a little bit of this. Then I'm going to spend the rest of the winter breathing diesel fumes and lifting heavy objects because we're working men, huh, man? Yeah, we are. Working men.
Jim Miller fixed the dining room table tonight because he loves his family. Or Sue Miller made dinner while helping her husband perform surgery on the table, proving once again that a woman can do anything.
And the nonsense you jabbering about now. How can anybody fix this thing without getting claustrophobia and muscle cramps at the same time? Oh, jeez, I forgot the Phillips. Sue, will you get me the Phillips screwdriver, will you?
Jason?
Susan!
Jason!
Where is she? Susan!
Jason, we'll be ready to eat in a few minutes.
Susan! Crying out loud. Never mind, Sue, I'll get it.
What'd you say, honey?
Nothing, dear, just getting the screwdriver.
Well, honey, why didn't you ask me? I'd have been happy to hand it to you, then you wouldn't have to keep crawling out from under the table.
You're right, dear. I should have asked you.
All right, Doctor. Surgical Nurse Miller at your service. Doctor, have these tools been sterilized?
Funny, Sue, funny. Hammer.
Hammer.
Pliers.
I think you have it.
Oh.
What are these things?
Sue, don't get on my nerves. Can you hand me the wood screws, please?
Oh, Dr. Wood screws, I had no idea this was so serious.
Just hand me the wood screws.
Doctor, you're such a grouch. Here are your old wood screws.
I'll need the hammer in a second.
I smell dinner, Jim. What do you think?
That smells pretty good.
I think I better go check the stove.
Sue, the hammer!
Do you remember when we used to go dancing after the band stopped playing? All those nights we'd dance till dawn. Oh, those were good times. You'd hold me, snug, but gently, and we'd dance. Just you and I alone together under the full moon.
If I had a hammer,
Oh,
a hammer.
you were so romantic. You'd kind of nibble at my ear and you'd say,
Hammer!
and now all you can say is hammer. Jason, we're ready to sit down. We're ready to climb that tree.
Jason, get your ass out of that tree and get in here.
Jim, that's no way to talk to him. He's just a little boy. He's only 5 years old. Besides, it's no big deal. I'll get him when we're ready to sit down.
Oh, yeah, it's no big deal now. Wait a few years. But Jason, you can't have the car tonight here. Jason, please don't take the car tonight. Jason, please bring back the car. Bye, Jason. Sue, are you setting this table?
Jim, Jason is a good boy. He's just different.
Oh, Sue, there's bad and there's good. Why does everybody always say he's different? You know, kids get away with murder by being different. Oh, my son threw a rock through your window? Well, that's because he's different. Oh, he's different? Well, that's different. In that case, he can throw as many rocks as he wants.
You're getting carried away again here.
I am I? We'll see.
Anyway, I meant the different kind of different. You know the way he stares through the sky sometimes? It's as though he's in someplace far, far away. He's always been like that, you know, since he was born.
serving dinner wherever they're calling from. Ouch!
Good for
Damn.
you.
What'd you say?
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Let me see.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
What's the matter, Jim?
Nothing's the matter. Why do you keep asking me what's the matter? I had a dream once, didn't I, Sue? I wasn't a bad clarinet player.
Ah, you were wonderful.
Well, I wasn't wonderful.
Well, I said you were.
You know, I thought I'd play music forever. The band. The band.
It was a great band.
You remember those nights at Florentino's? I'd play 1 o'clock jump 4 or 5 times a night. You know, I could play that tune in my sleep and still play better, couldn't
You and JoJo would lean back to back and sway to the music. Come on, let's give it a try.
No.
Come on. Woo!
My old man. You know, I sure did love that old drum. You will reach for the stars someday, Jim. Just keep playing that pipe. Yeah, I reached for the stars, all right.
I wish he'd lived to see Jason. They look so much alike, and he's so much like him.
That's where I want the resemblance to stop.
Jim.
Now, Sue, I'm 37 years old. I want to enjoy my grandchildren before I'm dead or too old to take them places. No. Jason won't fail. He's the only dream I've got left, and the only dream is reality. My son's not going to wind up the same way his grandfather did and I did. I want him to be somebody. I just want him to be somebody.
The water was pitch black. Here, honey, let me move your things over. I'm going to be folding some clothes here. Well, now that's interesting, Jason. Looks like a cloud.
It's a sculpture I made. Dad, take a look. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Jim.
Oh, that's very nice, son. What is it?
It's a planet. A new planet. I'm the first person to discover it.
Oh, great. Maybe we ought to call the planetarium and let them know about it.
Jim, why don't we go to the planetarium this weekend? We haven't been there since Jason was just a little boy. I think we need to start doing more of those things. Do you remember when we used to go to museums and zoos? Do you remember how we felt afterwards, like we were zapped with knowledge? We felt a part of history and culture. I think we need to do it again.
Yeah, let's go to the planetarium.
Right. We need to spend our weekends doing more of those things. I just don't think we're sharing our time enough.
What do you mean we're not sharing our time enough? When we're together every evening, practically.
That's not sharing, that's spending. I don't mean just being around each other. I mean sharing our time, getting to know one another.
Well, we do things together. Hey, we went for a ride, 2 or 3 weeks ago, didn't we? Had a good time?
That wasn't a ride, it was a company bruncheon. And it was more like 2 months ago.
Well, if you'd like me to quit my job, we can spend more time together. Yeah, that's it. Then we won't have to worry about the bills. We can spend the rest of our time getting to know each other, living in a tent.
Well, now that sounds like a pretty good idea to me.
What? What's the name of your planet, son?
Take a guess, Dad.
I don't know. Pluto?
No, guess again.
Neptune.
Nope. Guess again, Dad.
Oh, I give up. What is it?
Mushroom Man.
Mushroom Land. Take a look at that thing. Looks like a brain pattern.
That's what Mushroom Land is.
Well, what's so new about Mushroom Land if it's in everybody's head?
Because most people don't know it's there.
Yeah, you got a point there.
I've been there, Dad. It's a new place.
Oh, yeah? Does anybody else go there besides you?
I don't know. Have you been there?
Not recently.
You want to go?
Sure, let me get my keys.
No, Dad. It's a feeling. It kind of swallows me when I see things all around me, like I never saw before.
Like what? What do you see?
It's hard to explain. Trees are greener, the sky's bluer. I see everything better. I feel like I'm inside what I see, not outside. I feel happy. Then a thought comes to my head.
Go on, what thought comes to your head?
That if you love the world and be friends with everything that grows on it, you'll always be happy. And Mushroom Land will never go away. Dad, do you want to go to Mushroom Land with me?
Yes. But we'll have to wait a few years before we go there.
Why?
Because I have to go to work tomorrow, and because I think your Mushroom Land is heaven, and I'm not quite ready for heaven yet, son.
No, Dad. You don't have to go to heaven to get to Mushroom Land. It can be right here in the house, right now.
Well, there's no Mushroom Land for me, not yet anyway.
But Dad, it can be there right now, and tomorrow, and forever.
Well, if Mushroom Land means getting up at 6 and rushing off and spend 8 hours at work, then I guess I've been in Mushroom Land for the last 20 years. No, Jason, unfortunately for me, your Mushroom Land will have to wait till another time. But until then, tomorrow I go to work, you go to school, and that's reality land. And I know what that is. Guess you didn't do your homework tonight, son. Do me a favor. Next time you go to Mushroom Land, take your homework and do it there.
Yes, Dad.
You better start thinking about your schoolwork, son. It's for your own good. Mushroom Land is not reality. It's only a dream. Come on, son. It's time for bed.
Dad,
Yes, son.
can't dreams be real?
He explores the world. It will not seem to pass on by. But there are miracles this little boy will not let die. Little boy, you see a world so new, so true. Tell me, where is the little boy in me and you?
I think dreams are real. I wonder if the wind is breathing. I wonder if the stars have sight. I wonder what I'll see this evening. Look! The first star I see tonight. I wonder what it's like to be the sky. I wonder what it's like to be that high. I wonder what it's like to be a star. I wonder what it's like to be that far. I wonder. I wonder. I wonder. I wonder. I wonder what it's like beyond that star. I wonder what it's like to go that far. I wonder what it's like so far
skin. Reach the clouds in mountain sky where the snow peaks lie within. Captured raindrops, mountain lake, as morning sounds compose. A second movement overhead, as feathered flocks arose.
Take me
Whisper forest background sounds, the sun beams through the trees, reflecting ray on mountain streams, mirror picture scenes. Morning dew on mountain grasses and honey in the air. Sweet misty sky spreads bees of love for morning day to wear.
Take me
Jason, did you make your bed? Well, no, that's unusual. A sudden gust of wind like that.
Yeah, Mom.
Yeah, Mom, what?
I made my bed.
Oh. Oh.
I wish it would always be windy. I like the wind. Don't you, Mom?
Well, when I was a little girl and lived on a farm in Illinois, well, sometimes we'd have a gust of wind so big it'd almost blow me over. A lot of people hated the wind, but I liked it too. What are you writing here, honey?
Oh, what song?
Oh, my goodness. Another Grandpa Jason Miller in the family.
Did Grandpa write a lot of songs?
Yes, he did. Do you remember a song he used to sing to you when you were just a little boy?
I think so.
Well, your grandpa wrote it for your dad when he was just a little boy. He's a little boy in his little world, and his big brown eyes see little miracles. He's a little boy in his little world, well then, Mushroom Land it is.
Mom, do you want to hear the song I'm going to sing for them?
Well, you bet I do. Sing it out, Mr. Miller.
What about his classmates? Have they seen him?
I've called everyone in his class, and it's unlikely that he'd be with any of them this afternoon. Mrs. Moore told me that some of the children made fun of Jason today, and he was embarrassed.
Why?
He took his sculpture to school for show and tell. Jim, they laughed at him. Mrs. Moore said she had to break up a fight between Jason and another boy in the schoolyard. Where are you going?
I'm going to go look for him.
Oh, well, I'm going to come with you.
No, in case he comes home.
Jason? Oh, Jason, where have you been? Honey, we've been worried sick.
It's after 6 o'clock and you didn't even call. What's wrong with you?
Mom? Dad? They made fun of me. They made fun of my sculpture and my story about Mushroom Man.
That's it. Jason, you've got to stop telling me stories. Now, it'll only get worse if he does. Son, you've got to stop spending so much time on your little fantasy. It doesn't make sense to the others. Now, you're setting yourself up for humiliation. People can be mean, especially if you alienate yourself from them for some crazy little story.
Jim.
No. Now, your grades could be better, you're not putting enough time in your schoolwork, and you don't even have any real friends.
Jim.
Sue, please. You're only 10 years old and you're already a loner. Now, that's got to stop. No more Mushroom Land.
But Dad, it's
No,
not...
I don't care what it is, son. It's for your own good. Now, you trust me, don't you?
Yeah, but you don't...
No, Jason. Now, Jason, having a dream is great. But it's only a dream. Now, Mushroom Land is not going to give you the things you need to make you happy. You need a good education if you're going to be somebody. When you get big, you want to have things that dreams can't buy.
But
No.
Dad...
Mushroom Land is over with. It's for your own good. I want my son to be somebody.
I'll be somebody, Dad. I'll be somebody.
You're beginning to see some things, and then the honey doesn't taste so sweet. You're
Yes, I did it.
And where is it?
In Mushroomland. Tell him, spaceman.
Shut up,
Quiet. Quiet. Jason, where's your homework?
It's at home, I forgot.
I told you that the next time this happens, your grades will be lowered.
Why, what's forgetting my homework have to do with grading my ability to know this stuff?
Because I said so, that's why. And since when do you start questioning my ability as a teacher?
What?
Your parents and I have discussed this. And I've told you to bring your homework in when it's due. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, but now, today.
He's not here today, Mrs. Jensen. He's light years away.
Shut up!
And how do you say that in
Look.
Mushroomland language?
With my client!
All right. Sit. You're looking at it, young man. Now, everybody pay attention. We're on chapter 10, square roots. I need a volunteer to come to the board and do the first problem. Jason Miller? You did the first one. The rest of you work on problems 2 through 20. I need them done by the end of the period.
School days, teach me something.
for it. Class is dismissed.
Yeah.
Party at my house tonight. Jason, are you coming?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh my God.
Oh, great.
years ago. Screaming, steaming, yelling, howling since the days of rain. Baby boomers hammered hard rock, driving out the strong rebellion, raising hell in concerts far and wide. Protesting, asking questions, why our waters high. Hands got tighter, rock got harder, how those windows cried. Trapped in a body, so did king, but hard rock never died. Oh, it helps me through. Oh, depression too. Breathe it, feel it, let the song be hard rock all night long. Smoke is ready, swords keep flashing through the future years. All the rockers will keep rocking, no more showing tears. It helps to shout, let it out for years that you've done seen. There's no reason to stop now, no rock will never win. Oh, it helps me through. Oh, depression too. Oh, lay it strong. Breathe it, feel it, let the song be hard rock all night long. All night long. All night long.
Rock and roll.
Wait a second. Rock and roll. Ha. Get it later.
So, did you send any demo tapes of that to any record producers?
Yeah, send you a couple. I even brought up the one myself.
What'd you say?
Oh, what did he say? He said, Mason. Call me Mason. Didn't even know my name. Mason, you got potential. You can go a long way if you reach your potential. So, Mason, can I call you Mace? I said, sure. Why, sure, we can send a demo tape to record companies and radio stations across the country. Get the exposure. You know what I mean, Mace? I said, go on. He said, well, I figure the cost is going to be about 5 to 10 grand. How do you feel about that? I said, sounds great. When do we start? He said, as soon as you can give us 50% of the cost up front and the balance when we complete our agreement. So, when can you give us the 50%, Mace? Well, it's like this, Muhammad. Can I call you Mo? Gee, Mo, I'm a victim of circumstance.
You started doing the three stooges?
Look, how far can I go if I got no money? He said, get the hell out of here. Oh, ungrateful, huh?
He wanted you to pay for getting your songs
I couldn't
exposed?
believe it.
What about the others?
Oh, well, some replied, others didn't. Those that replied said, "Thank you very much for submitting your tape. Unfortunately, your song is not right for our artists at this time." Signed with a generic signature.
How many did you contact?
Oh, 3 or 4. Not enough, I guess.
You know, Jace, I know this dude that sells cemetery property.
Well, thanks for telling me that wonderful news, Miles. You know someone to sell cemetery property. What wonderful news!
Easy. Let me get to my point.
Well, go on.
He tells me he sells graves for a door.
What has that got to do with my songs?
And it takes him maybe knocking on 50 doors to get one sale.
Oh, you mean maybe I should go door to door and sell my songs? Yeah, and at Christmas time, sell Jason Miller's Merry Christmas tape. Yeah, what a wonderful idea. I can send flyers around the neighborhood. Jason Miller's coming to town with his greatest hits on cassette. Don't forget to stock up when he comes to your door.
That's not a bad idea. What I meant, though, was if you go to 50 producers, you might find one who's crazy enough to believe in you. I mean, it's a numbers game, Case. The more big shots you believe in, the sooner you find the one who believes in you.
Sometimes you scare me, Miles.
Why?
Why? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. You know why you scare me? Because you're right.
To believe in your own thought, to believe that what is true for you in your private heart is true for all men, that is genius.
Did you write that?
If I did, I'd be famous. After I was dead, of course.
Who wrote it?
Ralph
Brandon?
Ralph Brandon. Can you imagine? You know something, Alice? My life is not for a spectacle. It is for itself. It is easy to live in the world after the world's opinion, and it is easy to live in solitude after our own. But the great man is he who, in the midst of the crowd, can maintain with perfect sweetness the independence of solitude. And how sweet it is.
Bravo! Come on, Miles, who wrote that?
Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Got any more?
I got a million of them. Here's my favorite. Nothing is at last sacred but the integrity of your own mind.
What's the name of that book?
Self-reliance.
Self-reliance. I like that. Self-reliance. You like Christmas, Miles?
Sure. See, that reminds me, I forgot to open the present that my folks sent.
It's June. When are you going to open it?
I guess when Christmas comes around again.
Why don't you open it?
I got plenty of sweaters to last me through the year.
I remember the first Christmas I slept 8 hours.
What's so unusual about that?
How can anyone sleep 8 hours with all those presents under the tree and that special spirit that kind of settles on the town like a whispering snowfall?
I know, a couple of bottles of this kind of spirit and I can sleep through a blizzard.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, don't you?
Sure. I get the same feeling every New Year's Eve when midnight's about to come around. I wish I was in every big city in the world. Times Square, State Street in Chicago, even the Johnny Carson.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, I was sad the first time I slept 8 hours. All that excitement was gone. I can't explain it. It's like, since then I've had this certain longing for something. I don't know, I've always felt there was so much more. Every time I get a glimpse, it slips away. I gotta get that spirit back, Miles. I wish it were Christmas every day. Christmas is my favorite time of year. From November through the first day of the year, I got a feeling of joy to share with every girl and boy. Let's all sing out loud a happy Christmas cheer. Christmas is my favorite time of year. Let the snow fly, let it whisper in my ear. Merry Christmas, hear the call, peace on earth.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Mr. Miller.
Yes. Is Jason here?
Sure. Hey, Jason, your dad's here.
Hey, Dad, come on in. Want something to drink?
No, I think you and Miles here have had my share already.
Ah, there's plenty more.
Miles, I don't think he wants anything to drink.
Did I talk to you alone?
I can talk with Miles here. I don't have any problem with that.
That's okay. I had to be going anyway. I'll see you at work, Chase.
See you later, Miles.
Jason, you know what today was?
Yes, the 5th.
What else?
It's Friday, the 5th. I forgot about the interview. Dad, I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize to me. It's your career, it's your loss, and I guess you want to be a laborer all your life. A nobody who spends his free time living like some bum on Skid Row. What the hell's the matter with you, son? You're 25 years old. When are you going to grow up and realize you can't get rich working hard labor?
It's not that bad, Dad.
Oh, it's not, eh? Oh, son, you're pissing your life away. Working 8 hours, coming home, drinking alcohol, and plucking on that banjo is not the way to becoming a successful person.
You like Christmas, Dad?
What in God's name are you asking me that for?
I was talking to Miles about when I lost the Christmas spirit. Wondered if you had anything to do with it.
You're drunk.
I know.
I told Mr. Johnson that you're ill and that you'd see him on Monday.
Monday.
Yes, Monday.
I have to work Monday.
He'll be in his office till 7. He said he'd see you then.
Wonderful.
Oh, Jason, I don't know how many times I've told you can't live on dreams. That a good job is going to shape your life into a more comfortable future.
Maybe I don't want to be comfortable, Dad. Dad, did you see the full moon tonight?
What are you talking about? I don't have to listen to this bullshit.
Full moons aren't bullshit, Dad. Dad, you never talk about when you used to play in a band. I've never even heard you play that licorice day. I used to watch you sitting and reading the paper and wonder what's on your mind. You never seem to tell me.
That's because I only told you what's good for you. What I think doesn't matter. But it's time you started thinking about your future.
Okay. I'll see Mr. Johnson Monday after work.
For your own good.
I know. I know.
Watched you long enough doing nothing with your life. That music didn't take you anywhere but down. Now don't wind up the same way your grandfather did.
Why don't you ever talk about Grandpa, Dad?
What I've told you about.
Yeah, but nothing good. Was he a good singer?
He was a fine.
Where were all of his songs?
I don't know, there's someplace, but let's talk about Monday.
No, let's talk about Grandpa's music. I told you I will be there Monday. Why didn't I ever get a chance to see any of Grandpa's songs?
I never got around to it.
For 25 years, you never got around to it? Come on, Dad. I'm sure there was one evening in those 25 years you could have showed me.
Jason, that has nothing
Dad,
to
why
do.
don't you ever play your clarinet for me? 25 years I've never heard you play. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? I mean, if I had a son, I think I'd at least play my guitar for him. Once.
I'm going home. Please be there on Monday.
I will.
I just want you to be somebody.
I'll be somebody, Dad. I'll be somebody.
Good night. Get some rest.
I'll be somebody, Dad. Be somebody.
The word free, extinguish for free. Teddy, please. You sing one to yourself if you like. Sure will. Get some of that mindless mystery. The irony is that Argentina has always been all about their
Coming home, it's the same scene. Staring at the television screen, wondering if this day was worthwhile, wondering if this job is my style. Staring shifted to the setting sky. Its lonely beauty almost made me cry. Missed so many nights My feet were frozen to the floor. I made a final lunge and sprang up to the door. And I rushed outside to get some air when it came to me. Sunset sky caught my eye so beautifully. Driving force coming from a lowest sky. Killed the cold, warmed my soul, I had to cry. Take hold of your senses and love all the beauty inside. Take heed of the twilight that's coming. Watch for the sunset tonight. The sun got bigger as it touched the ground. A great crescendo from a song without a sound. The colors changed with every movement made. I watched the greatest show on earth that ever played. And I felt so light, everything was right, nothing bothered me. And the sunset sky made me high, I felt so free. Then I began to fly into the twilight sky so high. The setting sun was melting in my eyes. Then I became the sky and watched my body passing by. The heavens in my mind began to rise. I became the setting sun, the sunset sun, and I were one. And I wondered if this day was worthwhile. Tonight I will sleep with a smile. Take hold of your senses and love all the beauty inside. Take heed of the twilight that's coming. Watch for the sunset tonight. Take hold of your senses and love
Mom, do you know who Emerson was?
He was a poet.
I must be myself. I can no longer break myself for you. If you can love me for who I am, we shall be the happier. Miles is bringing this to me, Lou. Mom, do you have a dream?
What do you mean?
I have to know. Did you ever have a dream?
What? Why are you asking me that?
When you were a little girl, did you ever wonder about things?
What kind
The
of
sun, the moon, the stars.
Well, yeah, I'm sure I did. I can't recall, Jason. I remember a giant oak tree and a swing that my father made for me. I'd sit in that swing for hours and just watch the clouds passing overhead. For a long time, I thought they were there just for me. And there were poplar trees that surrounded the farm. Oh, how they glistened in the summer. And in the autumn, I'd sit in that swing and I'd look at all the beautiful and brilliant colors of the season, the reds and the golds and fashion. I used to dream of designing clothes that reflected how I felt about that beautiful season. I hadn't thought of that since I was a very little girl, Jason. All those years. Now.
Did you know what your mom and dad's dream was?
No. I suppose they lived every day of their lives. I never had to ask. They were farmers. They loved the land that they harvested. They worked long, hard hours, and they had very little to show for it, but I always believed that they were the richest people in the world. Your grandparents were happy. They had hard times, like so many of us do. But I truly believe that they were the happiest people I ever knew. Sometimes I miss that happiness. I miss it dearly.
Make me something, Mom. In autumn design. I love the fall.
I will.
I write songs.
Yes, you do.
You know, Mom, nothing matters. Nothing matters. All the effort, all the self-deceit, all those steps to the top. Nothing matters except your dream. And sharing that dream with others. I was always afraid to be myself. I thought being me was wrong. I thought if I showed myself to my bosses, my teachers, my family, it was wrong. It's not wrong, is it, Mom?
Jason, I always taught you to be yourself.
I don't know what happened.
You learned what growing up was all about.
I must be myself. He was the only friend I ever had.
I know that.
It was crazy. Last night, we were singing Christmas songs. You should have seen him. He was playing the bells. You should have seen his face when Dad walked in. He didn't know whether to drop the bells and run or keep on singing. Well, he kept on playing those bells, and you know what he said? He said, "Merry Christmas, Mr. Miller." He said, "Merry Christmas." Why? Why?
Jason, it's all right.
Losing a friend, losing a love you had once, missing the words that I could say.
And he always felt that the further away he stayed from telling you the truth about his past, the better off he'd be. Oh, Jason, he does love you. He may not show it in the ways you need him to, but he loves you, and he would never do anything to hurt you.
I believe you, Mom. Mom? Can dreams be real?
Oh, yes, Jason. Dreams can be real.
Tomorrow or the next day or next year. I'm going backpacking now. That's all I care about.
Now, Jason, I know Miles was your best friend. And I know it's difficult for you to think rationally at this time. But it's for your own good that you start thinking about your future. Now, I'll set up another appointment with Mr. Johnson. He'll understand why you missed last time. Now, get a good job. Be somebody, son. I just want you to be somebody. I want you to have a family someday, a good income. I want my grandchildren to be proud of you. I want you to have nice things, a nice house, a nice car. I want you to have...
Stop! You want! What about me?
To hell?
Hell? Is there a hell? Are we living in hell or is this heaven? Is there an eternity or is it just a still wall that slams in front of us? Will you talk to me? Have you ever really talked to me? Reality. You talk about reality all the time. But I talk to the furthest thing from it.
What are you talking about?
You've always wanted me to be somebody. I want to be somebody, Jason. I want to be proud of my son someday. Weren't you proud of me then? Aren't you proud of me now? Damn it, I am your son. I am Jason, I'm me. I love this beautiful earth. I love the people on it. I love you. Come in.
Hi, son.
Hi, Dad.
Your mother asked me to drop these things by.
I'll thank you later.
Looks like you're about ready to go.
Yep.
Got everything you need?
Yes.
Food, water,
I
supplies?
have everything.
I guess I better run along.
Okay.
Son, I always wanted to be in your world. I was once. So I got scared and gave up. Your grandfather was one hell of a good folk singer. You know, I remember the first time he took me to hear him play. It was at a county fair. All the songs he sang were original. He never would play anybody else's tunes. If somebody requested one, he'd say, well, I would, but Jason Miller only plays Jason Miller. And it was true. Oh, he liked to listen to other kinds of music, but he never would play anything, only his own. Well, I used to stop the people that passed him by and I'd say, see that man up there singing? That's my dad. He's going to be rich someday.
What happened?
Well, my mom left, took me with her. I don't know, except somewhere along the way, the bottle became more important than his guitar. Or maybe being around others that drank made him more susceptible to it. There probably wasn't any cause, but in those days they didn't look on alcoholism as a disease. But drunk or sober, he loved playing more than anything in the world. You know, he told me once that a song brought him closer to his maker. And without a song, he's just emptiness. It's funny, but I miss him now more than anything in the world.
What about you? What about your band? What about your music? Do you miss playing in those clubs?
Sit down. Your old man was the best licorice blower the south side of Chicago ever heard. I dared others to play better. There was a period there when we played 7 days a week and they couldn't get enough of us. Money was good, tips were better, food was great. Some people even told me I played better than Goodman. Now, that was the ultimate compliment then. They might not have meant it, but it sounded good at the time. Well, your mother, she used to come and she'd bring her knitting. She'd sit in the corner over there with a ginger ale. Just smile. Smile like an angel. I used to show off for her by laying on my back and playing. Well, we played about midnight. By then, she'd be sound asleep in that corner. Still holding that beautiful smile. Never forget those wonderful memories. Go after your dreams, son. Don't let it die. But on one condition. The immortal words of Sir Winston Churchill. Never, never give up. Never, never give up. Friends?
Friends. Dad,
Yes.
can dreams be real?
Bet they can.
Whether you're rushing through the crowd to the city or sitting in a campfire in the middle of the woods, as long as you're being your true self, you will be happy. So share it, Jason. Share your life with everyone. You see the happiness that frames even the sorrow. Your fantasies and realities are one and the same. Let go of your inhibitions. Let go of your fear and your guilt. Let go of your compromises. Let go and be yourself.
He was